we're going to talk about the jewels in your bag and how to use those to make the number 10. You all learned all the ways to make 5, and now you need to learn all the ways to make 10. And if you practice this summer, you will really impress your first grade teacher. So here's what you do. First, open your bag and slide your jewels out onto your paper, and I'll show you why in a minute. Save your bag. Yes, you have a pirate's coin in there. I'm going to put a bonus game up with the video tomorrow that you can play with that. Turn all of your jewels over. They are all different sizes, but they are only 2 colors. You should have 10 of each color. I tried really hard to count and make sure that there were 10 of each color. So I'm going to put all of my golds on this side. This says put 1 color of jewels here. And I'm going to put all of the purples, put other color of jewels here. Now these jewels are not easy to pick up, so notice how I'm sliding them around on the paper. That's a much easier way to do this activity. All right, so the next thing you'll need is a dice from a game. Actually, if you have 2, you can get 2. Just like many games that we have done this year, you may choose whether you would like to roll 1 dice or 2. If you roll 2, you're going to get a bigger number. Usually, if you roll 1, you're usually going to get a smaller number. Not always, because, for example, you might roll 1 plus 1. I think I'll start by rolling 1 dice. Okay, so I'm going to roll, and I got a 1. So that means I am going to put on 1 gold jewel. Whatever you roll, you put the first color on the tens frame, the same number as what you rolled. So if you rolled a 1, I'm going to put on 1 gold. If I roll a 2, I'm going to put on 2 gold. 1, 2. If I roll a 3, and let's remind your parents, if you roll an 11 or you roll a 12, what's the same as? Yes, those are our zeros. So if you roll an 11 or a 12, we pretend that that is a 0, which means you would put none of the first color on your tens frame. That's it. We don't roll again. We fill up the rest of the frame with the other color. Notice how I'm just pushing them from the box right onto my paper. So, we now have a filled tens frame. 1 gold, and let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 purples. Now you can write number sentences if you want. Let's go over how to do that. We always start with red in Muffin Land, even though our jewels are not red. We're just going to say the first box is the red line, and the second box with jewels is the blue line. We're going to put our addition symbol, which means you have some and you get some more. And then what that equals or what that makes. And every single time what we're making is a group of 10 jewels. So this does not mean we have red jewels. It just means the first color of jewel in the boxes and add the second color of jewel in the boxes. And that gives us a group altogether of 10. Because when you mix red and blue, what color do you get? Purple. I would like to suggest that you do this activity a lot and tell a grown-up out loud how many of your first color of jewel add how many of your second color of jewel makes 10, makes a 10 frame. Then you could start practicing writing number sentences. Again, the more you practice this, the more you'll know it and you'll be ahead of things for first grade. So our first color is gold, and we put on 1 gold jewel on the tens frame. And our second color is purple. and that is the blue color, the second group, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 jewels. So 1 gold add 9 purple makes 10 jewels altogether. Now, you all have different colors of jewels. Some of you have red and gold, some of you have kind of a diamond color and pink, some of you have green and purple. I couldn't buy all the same color jewels. They came in what we call a multi-pack. So don't be upset if your colors don't match mine. Everybody has 2 groups, group 1 and group 2, and you get to decide what you want to be your group 1 group and what you want to be your group 2 group. All right, let's do a couple more and just slide them off your tens frame with your finger. Okay, you could roll 1 or 2 dice. I think I'll roll 2 this time. Oh, and I got 4 and 6 more. We could say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or you could turn it around and say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Either way, it's 10. That means we're going to put 10 of the first color on the tens frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to fill up any empty boxes with the other color. But oh, wait, we don't have any empty boxes. Let's show your parents how we'd write that. So we have the first color, and we're going to add the second color. And that is going to give us, you lucky pirates, you, 10 jewels all together. Well, our first color is gold, and there's 10 gold jewels. So how many are there of the other group to make 10? There's none. There's 0. So we have 10 gold jewels, and we're going to add 0 of the other color to give us a collection of 10 jewels. All right, let's try one more. Move the jewels back, oops, by just sliding them on your paper. Roll your dice. I got a 5. Okay, so I'm going to put up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my first color. I filled up a whole row. 5, and how many more make 10? That's right. The top and the bottom of the tens frame is like your fingers. 5 and 5 makes 10. So we're going to fill up the other color. There we go. Now we have 5 on the top of one color, gold, and 5 on the top of the other color, purple. And that gives us an entire frame of 10. Our first group of jewels, add our second group of jewels, gives us how many jewels altogether? 10. So our first group of jewels is gold, and there were 5 of them. Our second group of jewels is purple, and there are 5 of those. And so 5 add 5 makes 10. See how many different ways you can find that make 10. I'll give you a hint. There's 11 of them. Okay, that's how you play making 10 with jewels, and how you are going to start learning something very important for first grade and impress your first grade teachers. Okay, bye muffins. See you in the next video.